Hey Capricorn, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for September 5th, 2022. This is for Capricorn, last shuffle for Capricorn. Capricorn, we have conflict and we have deserving here. You may feel as though there may be some things happening that are going counter to your plans. I don't know, a deserving sometimes could feel as though maybe you deserve for it to happen that way. Or with lovers here, you may feel like you deserve to follow your heart no matter what's going on, kind of thing. Let's see what else is going on. We have the Seven of Swords and we have the Star. Could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Gemini here. So you have the Star energy with the Seven of Swords. This may be about the conflict is actually looking back and seeing the hope in your situation, maybe that you didn't see before, because that would be a conflict, right? The Seven of Swords a lot of times is a thief. So there was something that was stealing your peace, and now you look back and go, oh. And usually this is self-inflicted when the Seven of Swords is thoughts. Okay, so there's some things you missed that stole your peace. It may have been worry, may have been wanting to win, victory kind of thing. There's a lot of worry, and it seems as though it was based on probably like immature thinking kind of thing. Like I'm not going to be vulnerable, because the Star is not necessarily a vulnerability. That's something where she's pouring the water out of her cups. So that's, I'm not having emotions about this. I'm looking at the situation for what it is, and it needs a miracle. Right? And then you have the Chariot, which is Cancer energy, which is your complementary energy, which is following your heart no matter what. And knowing that your heart will lead you to where you're supposed to be. And so, however, the conflict with the Seven of Swords, the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Chariot would say that the conflict was within, with the thinking process where lacking a vulnerability, right? So that's a conflict with the Seven of Swords, with the Star is conflicting with the Wheel of Fortune and Chariot energy. And there's a lot of conflicting energies here, but there's a contrast that I'm being called to see in a sense, so that this would be about knowing that things are going to happen in divine timing and trusting in it and putting everything, your heart and soul, into it, because the Chariot is ruled. That's where, the crown chakra, as you see, is being highlighted here by a star, but your heart, all of that is combined. Once you get to your crown chakra here, right? And same with the Star. But once you get to your crown chakra, your heart and all of your chakras are aligned. So your heart is there. Your heart is pure, right? And those energies, and they're saying, the conflict may have been that maybe back, because the Seven of Swords is about backtracking, looking back, going, what did I miss, right? Also, there could be the card of the thief. I'm not seeing thief as much as I'm seeing that your peace was stolen, in a sense, because maybe it's like opportunistic energy of like, I got to get out of here. I got to do what I need to do. I don't care how it works, or I don't care how it goes, kind of energy. The Lover's energy going over everything is following your heart. It's purely following your heart. And deserving with the Nine of Cups, Page of Swords. This would be like, I deserve to have what I am observing in the world. I deserve to have certain things, because the Page of Swords is about being curious and observing others. A lot of times they say this is stalker energy, but it's not. It depends on the cards. I don't see that, but there's things that you may have observed, and that you see around you, and you're like, this is what I want. I deserve to have what I want. But the conflict is there was lacked heart, right? So rather than, that's what I'm saying the conflict is. You have conflict with all this. To me, all this is good energy, but then you have Seven of Swords, and then you have a conflict. And so the conflict would be finally kind of like looking back and realizing that it was more so of like only focusing on what you want, no heart, nothing involved, in a sense of, but focusing on what you want based on what you see. So new beginnings with the Four of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles would tell me here that this is it's like the more you contribute to fear, they want you to learn they want you to learn and really like pick it apart. What drives your fear to be vulnerable? As you see, Four of Pentacles, not vulnerable at all. She's sitting on the chest, right? And she's got the key right there in her lap, folded up to where you can't reach it, and she's holding on to her pentacles. And it's like everything in this is fear and holding on to something, very vigilant, right? It's like stingy, and it's not even just stingy. They call the Four of Pentacles the miser, but this would be someone who is also very fearful, and possessive. And so the new beginnings with the Four of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles would say that they want you to pick it apart and figure out why you want to hold on to the pentacles like that. Why is the key so strong, like so close to your lap? And why are you sitting on the chest? There's no one around. You're in the middle of the woods. And if someone does come, you can see them a mile ahead. What's going on? What's going on with you? And so they want you, the new beginning is to pick that apart. Okay. What is driving the fear? Okay. Because fear will cause you, because it's like the more you pay into the fear, the more that you get back things to fear. And so they want you to, pick it apart kind of thing. Playing it safe with the Hermit and this Three of Swords. This is almost to say that a lot of the things that you have done, you look back and you may think that it was preventing you from being hurt. But, so that's that, right? I'm preventing myself from being hurt with the Hermit and Three of Swords. Playing it safe to, it's like not giving it an opportunity to heal. And the Hermit is all about the history lesson of that. How did this aid you? How did this heal you? Did this heal you? Playing it safe. So this would be something to ask of that. The Hermit is all of it. He goes within. He goes in the woods by himself in the dark because he wants to face himself. He wants to understand his fears. He wants to understand what he did throughout his lifetime. He looks back in a way of like, how did I get here? I need to know, because I want to apply this wisdom to make the rest of my life better. So that's the playing it safe. How did this heal you? Or how did this contribute to your disappointment and sadness and heartbreak? Playing it safe would be figuring that out. And so lies what cycle. There's a new beginning coming up for you. What did you learn, and how can you apply it in a sense where it will give you what it is that you want out of the situations that you're in or the relationships you're in. All right. And then we have deserving. You deserve to have whatever it is that you have observed in your life. But at the same time, they want you to realize that you have to come from the heart. So that would be a conflict here. But it's not necessarily a conflict, right? That was the conflict. And so it's about applying what you've learned, as you see with the wisdom and all that stuff coming up. So let me see. We have I said Scorpio, goodness, Virgo, Cancer, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Capricorn once again. So you could be dealing with any of those signs, or these could be heavy in your chart. They just want to, it's almost like Spirit is trying to ask you to follow your heart and to dig deep, really, and see where, just like apply the lessons learned. Not that this is bad. This is like an amazing thing, actually, to heal it finally, to really heal certain things, because they don't want you to be blocked by misconceptions of your own self, misconceptions of what's up in your head, and all that beautiful stuff, because you do deserve to have your wishes fulfilled. But they want you to fulfill beautiful wishes, not things born out of ignorance in a sense. And they're trying to call attention to these things. So I feel like they're calling everyone to the carpet today. Like, this is what you need to do. You need to clear this up so you can have what you want. And of course, we're going through a retrograde. So that is all about cleansing things, clearing out clutter. And I think that's what they're doing for you, Capricorn. All right. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.